Why you should use a website disclaimer. A professionally drafted website disclaimer can help protect you against lawsuits and damages. Conversely, a poorly drafted one, or none at all, can open you up to lawsuits and damages. Let's examine the word disclaimer itself. We all know what to claim something is. Without pulling out Webster's dictionary, to claim something means to take responsibility for. And this is simply the disjunctive form of it, as in not to claim, or not to take responsibility for. In a nutshell, a disclaimer does exactly that. It transfers the responsibility for something from one party to another. It is someone saying, "Hey you, this is not going to be my problem, it is going to be yours." In analyzing disclaimers, there are two fundamental rules. 1. Disclaimers have to be clear and conspicuous because 2. They do something really significant, transfer responsibility from one party to the other. A website operator should not attempt to use disclaimers to try to sneak something past a visitor. For example, advertising a site as a free dating website that requires credit card numbers only to verify age, and then on the disclaimer stating that the website visitor agrees to sign up for free credit score monitoring will not fly. But if that same website operator wants to ensure that it does not get sued by someone who gets abused by someone they met through the dating site, that is perfectly acceptable and fair use of disclaimers. In practice, that would look like a disclaimer stating the website operator does not run background checks and that the visitor should make their own assessment of risk from any dating candidates. Let's look at the dating website example just mentioned. By sneaking in a fee, the website operator is using the disclaimer portion of the agreement not to transfer risk, but instead to cover themselves for doing something sneaky, not what you would consider to be proper disclaimer usage. Conversely, in the example of the person being abused, the disclaimer took a foreseeable event and transferred the risk from the website operator to the website user. Foreseeability simply means, is this something that is contemplated by the disclaimer? A disclaimer stating that you won't sue us if you get hurt by using our dating site does not protect the website operator if his site is hacked and the visitor's credit card numbers are compromised. Why? Because that transfer of risk was not contemplated by the disclaimer. It certainly could have been foreseeable, but unless the disclaimer was drafted such that it was identified and then disclaimed, the website operator would be in a world of difficulties. Of course, that leads to the next natural question that any website operator should be asking. Why not just have a disclaimer that disclaims all responsibility for anything ever? Well, that has been tried. In fact, a number of jurisdictions have tackled the issue of online throw-in-everything disclaimers, disavowing of any responsibility for even gross negligence, and not a single one has been found to be valid. Instead, website operators should look for a carefully crafted and properly researched disclaimer that protects the website operator against reasonably foreseeable risks and still remains enforceable. The language in a potential disclaimer must be chosen with the utmost care. It should accomplish the goal of avoiding misunderstandings of who bears the risk and encompasses as many potential contingencies as possible. To get your website disclaimer, visit www.disclaimertemplate.com/0078.